All right. Welcome, everybody, to the 2024 RGLtvs Retrothon. Uh, Thank you all for being here. We are going to be doing Tunes and Treasure, which is a very, it's not really that known about, but it was made by Ihan Falcon, the same, actually, it's the exact same team who made Yeez. And you'll hear in just a second, you'll hear a very familiar tune from the Yeez games. So, but story of this game, it's an adventure title. It's more like an adventure puzzle game. You got to go around, kind of similar to like Deja Vu and Uninvited and Shadowgate. Uh, but yeah, this track, this was later used for Yeez, same exact composer. The original title for this was Azteca 2. This is a sequel for a PC-88 game called Azteca, which is kind of funny because this is actually all about the Mayans. You're in Chichen Itza, and you're not, you're have nothing to do with the Aztecs. So it's kind of funny. But yeah. So we're gonna get started. It has a password system, but you have to get an item in order to get the password. We're not gonna get that item because it takes too long for us to go in there, go pick it up and get it and all that stuff. It adds too much time, so we don't even get it. So we can't even save this game at all if we wanted to. But what you need to do is you have to get this little jewel, and you have to look into the jewel. When you look into the jewel, it'll give you the password. And it's this is why the password sucks. Let's go into the password screen real quick. Look at that. All of these characters, you have to type in the name of the boy and the girl, and you also have to type in the password. So, plus you have every character imaginable that you have. So, good luck. Good luck on remembering which character it was when you wrote it down. And not only that, but there's many places to soft lock this game where you can do certain parts of puzzles ahead of the order that you're supposed to. And if you do that, you'll end up soft locking yourself later on in the game. So there's 3 major points that can happen, and then there's about 2. There's about 5 total points, but there's 3 that are major and 2 that usually won't happen, but can happen in like certain specific circumstances. But probably the 3 are going to happen on a regular playthrough. But what's really helpful is if you bought this game, then you would have if you bought this game, you would have a map that gives you the whole layout of everything, and then you also have a journal. So there's a journal that's inside of the manual. It's about like an 8 pages that's written by your father, which gets me to the story. So the story is your father goes missing in the Yucatan Peninsula. He's a professor there studying ancient artifacts, and so you and your friend decide to fly out there, which is actually kind of funny. So this is about the daughter rescuing and her friend rescuing the professor. But you hardly ever control the daughter. The main character is her tag-along friend. They don't say boyfriend. They don't say anything like that. They just say that they're like longtime friends. So, all right, let's reset that really quick so we can get back to this. Back to the start screen. So in the start screen, you pick your name. But for brevity's sake. I'm just going to do A and Z. But yeah, so we are trying to rescue or find what happened to our father. Rescue him or figure out if he's dead or not. But he goes missing. So we fly in, and the first thing to do is to meet up with the secretary. So there we go. So we're gonna mash because there's a lot of text right through here. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and take the slider, silver key, and the sword. Now we're gonna go ahead and just leave. Oh no, there's a guy there. And he's going to tell us where we kind of need to go. He was actually with the professor when he went missing. And he tells us, oh, okay, well, you're going to go ahead and find the professor. I'm going with you. So that's what we're doing. So most of the overworld is just this. There's no enemies on the overworld, but you have to go to these different areas. So our first thing is going to the Tomb of the High Priest. And first thing, we're going to attack. We have a sword, so now we can attack. And that was the Scorper. Change. We're going to switch to characters, and we're going to have him push the wall, or move the wall, technically. Now we're going to go with the and we want to take that mosaic tile, take the one-eye mask, and then we want to leave. Alright, so we leave, and now we're going to head over to the next pyramid. Each new area that we go to, there's basically going to be an enemy there that we have to kill. It kind of gates you as to being able to go ahead of what the game wants you to go to. But there are parts where we can go further and everything. But you get your XP rewarded on tasks that you complete and things that you do for the puzzles. This is Tubik. And we can probably die here. Oh, good, we didn't. This is the first enemy that you can die on. Well, I mean, you can die on them all, but it's the first one that's really going to get you. So now this is a little bit of stuff that we got to go through. I have to go ahead and smash this flask, and we're going to steal a ring that we find in there and give it to the professor's daughter. Now we're going to move this pile of gold. And we're going to get a jewel there. We're going to steal that. Okay, now we're going to look. So we want to look in this stone box. And we want to look in this flask. Alright, now though, we want to start taking shit. So we're going to go ahead and take this mirror, take that gold stand, we want to take that bowl, and we want to take that globe. Alright, now we're going to... Oh, no, don't want to forget this. We have to join this jewel into this mask, and now we need to use this mask. So we're going to go ahead and use the mask, and that allows us to see these pictures that we couldn't see before. And they give you riddles and kind of clues as to what you need to do. But we already know what we need to do, so we're going to head ourselves to the Well of Paradise next. Well of Paradise. Now, that's the only spot that you can enter to get in here. If you're trying to go around and look around at things, you're going to have a hard time if you don't know specifically where things are. Alright, so now we want to go ahead and take... We had to wash that... and we want to join now, so we want to join the red jewel into the sword. And we want to join bandage into the gold pipes that we just found. And now we can leave. Yeah, there's a lot that it has going for it, and then there's a lot that it lacks on. The ability to use your other characters could definitely be more expanded upon. You have to use them for certain puzzles. Um, like right here, after we get out of this fight, we're gonna have a big puzzle here. This is another one where we might die 1 or 2 times, and if we do, it's gonna suck. Oh gosh, we're 1 hit away. Oh, thank you. Okay, so now we want to go ahead. Oh, first we need to change to her, and we're gonna go ahead and put this silver globe on. The reason we changed to her is because it makes it quicker for us to use these pipes that we need to use. All right, so now we're gonna leave. Oh, if we would have gotten killed there, it would have added at least 30 seconds. But now we got to go to the Court of Columns, and we're gonna have a very, very interesting enemy here. We're gonna fight, and you wouldn't know that this is an entrance either if you didn't have the map or someone told you. All right, so we're gonna fight El Slug. He doesn't really look like a slug to me, but the name is chef's kiss. All right, so the reason why you see that beam of light, so that's coming from that other pyramid that we were just at. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this column, and now we want to smash the ground, and an egg appeared. So let's go ahead and take this egg, or globe they say, but it looks like an egg to me. So we're gonna leave, and we need to go back to that same pyramid though, because we're gonna have to do the same thing but with this gold egg, or gold globe. The music is really good in this, I do have to say. There's only a certain amount of tracks. There's only like 4 or 5, but each one of them are really good. It's one you don't hear. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take the globe off, and now we need to change to Jose, and we need him to push, specifically push. Move does not work. And we want to go, and we have to go up the stairs. And now we want to go ahead and switch to her, because we need to use her and the flutes again. We're going to have her put on the stand and the globe, and now we need her to wait. Alright, so now we have the light coming through, and now she can go ahead and use her pipes. And now we want to look. Oh, whoops, no. Look at the wall. And now smash the wall. That's what we do. Alright, so this gives us what's called a sensor peak. And that's to put incense in. So we're going to come back, and now we want to take this off. So in order to take it off quick, we're going to take the stand. That takes them both off. But now we're going to put it back on without the stand. And we're going to wait again. Ah, look, we have another passage. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look. Oops, wrong way. Menuing is very important in this, and it can use you a lot of time, as you can see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take this. It's a crystal key that we're going to need, and we're going to go back, and we need to make sure that we take this again, because we need it, and go downstairs. So we need to change back to Jose and have Jose push this again. Has to be pushed. Won't allow you to just move. And now, oh shit, actually. Well, I should just put it on there. So we'll change to her again because we have to have her use the pipes. Alright, so we're going to go out. And we're going to head up. Yeah, the map is really nice in this. And so we're heading back to the Court of Columns again. So as you saw the first time, the silver had a specific beam of light come out of one side, and the gold one is having it come out of the other. So we're going to see which column lights up this time. So we're going to go ahead and look again at the column. And now we're going to do the same thing. Smash the ground. And there's a head. Take the silver head and leave. Alright, now we have to go next door to the pyramid. We got a few items that we needed there, and we have to get a couple items here. We're going to have a fight first, though, so we're going to have to attack. Cadaver. These are all supposed to be demons. Right. So. Alright, let's go ahead and take... We want to take this necklace, and we want to try to take this blue jewel. But the panther comes alive! Right, run away! Bravely run away. In danger reared its ugly head, he bravely turned his tail and fled. Alright, so now he's gone, luckily. So we can look at this hole that he was covering up, and we can use one of the rods that we found and take out the key, because it has a magnet on it. So now we can go ahead and leave. Oh, it's back! Alright, so we want to go ahead and change to her and use the pipes. Put you to sleep. And now we can take the blue jewel. But we're not done yet. We have to join the blue jewel into the sword. It's important that we do that because that gives the sword strength. And we want to join the small rod into the shallow bowl, and that makes a compass. If you put those two things in together before you find that key, you soft lock. Alright, so now we need to go. And you don't want to do that. So we're heading to the ball court, which is a very famous area where mines did some wild shit there. Alright, so we're gonna go forward, and we are, oh yeah, first we have I forgot we had the fight. How could I forget? And why are you dodging? Don't you dodge my attacks. Pretty much. You can do it in a slightly different order. Like, these two enemies are actually kind of easier because I do them a little bit later than we're supposed to. Alright, so... And we want to go ahead and take that blue block and go backwards. Backwards. Yeah, so, but generally, yeah, this is gonna be what you want to do to, like, solve a game. But I am doing things a little bit out of order. Just for, speedrun sake. Like, all of this is kind of out of order. Because it does something fun. Alright, so we're gonna go. Alright. We're gonna look at the skeleton. We're gonna move the skull. Use the iron key. go down the stairs. All right, here's where we need that compass that we just made. So we're going to use the bowl. And that takes us right to this jewel that we need. So we take the jewel, that opens up this path. Oh, does this look familiar? It should be. So we were just here. So we're going to take that. It's going to close that. Oops, nope, I don't want to look. Go back. Keep going over it. Alright, so now we got to go to the Castillo Pyramid, which is the second pyramid that we're in. And we're going to do a couple more things out of order. So we're going to go forward in here, and we are going to put that silver head down. And then we are going to go back. We opened up a passageway, but we're not going in there yet. So we're going to put the blue block down. That opens up another passageway, and we're going to go down here. So here, we need to go ahead and put the stone pawl in place. And we change back to Jose, because he's the strong one. And we're going to have him move the stone handle. Has to be moved. Can't be anything else. Take the stone handle, and then we want to take the pawl back, because we need them for later. So now we go up the stairs, and we're just going to leave that other room for now, and we're just going to leave. We have to make a trip to the Well of Paradise. Again, we have to do some more washing of artifacts. Alright, so here we need to wash our sun necklace. And that is it. Go. That's all we had to do. So that sun necklace now, for one, we needed the XP for it, but also we need that because that tells us what time of day it is. And we're going to need to have a specific, so we're going to have to use a specific potion at a specific time. So that little star up in the front, you see how it's white? It'll turn different colors to tell me and signify what time it is. So now it's red. Alright, so we're going to go down into this hole, and we are going to get ready to fight. So we're just going to get our cursor into the jewel that we need, and we're going to use the jewel. So because you get ambushed, the first time when you try to use that jewel, it gets canceled, so you have to use it the second time. Oh, cool, we didn't die. I was going to say, we could die at this boss also. He's very mean and likes to kill you too. Even if you're at the high enough level. So we're going to move. We have to move this right statue. Opens up the door. And we are going to go forward. And we are now going to use the nice mirror that we found and cleaned up. And that opens up a nice door. Now we want to look at this coffin. And that does not... Looks a little wild. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use the crystal key on this coffin. And it opens it up. And we are going to steal some more shit. Take this 2-eyed mask, and we're just going to leave. And we're going to go forward. And now, here, this is very, very important. Very important. Look in this stone box. Look in the stone box. You find a leather bag inside. Okay? You need that. And I'll tell you why later, but just get it. If you ever play this game, make sure you get it. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and take that small flask. and the big flask. And where to go? Up the stairs. Alright, so look where we're at. We're that entranceway that we opened up earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, so we managed to escape. And now we're going to go back to the top of the Well of Paradise, or the Well of Sacrifice, and tell everyone we made it. Oh no, where is everybody? Alright, so we want to look at the guide. I got attacked. They took her. They took the professor's daughter. So now it's just you two. And we have to go to Ball Court again. So that's where we're gonna go. Alright, so now we need to go ahead and put stone handle and the stone pawl in, and we want to switch Jose and have him move the handle. It has to be moved again for some reason. And we want to go forward twice. Now we need to join the red jewel and blue jewel and use that mask and push the white block. So now this is also very important, is you need to join again. After you did that, you have to join the blue jewel back into the sword. And you want to go left. Alright, so new area. Obviously we're going to have a fight, right? Yep, we do. He can be a little mean. He's usually a pushover, but sometimes he can be mean. He can have some really high rolls, but usually not. Alright, so we are going to use now this large flask. And oh no, Jose turned into a demon. He was a demon the whole time. So we need to use the jewel on him. Oops. And fight. He's the one who took the professor's daughter. Alright, good. Alright, so, oh, nice, and it's black. So, no! Dang it. Okay, dang it. Now we gotta wait. Alright, now it's black again. Okay, so we gotta use, and, there it is. Large flask. You have to use the large flask when it's, the star is black, so. Oh, and now we need to go forward, up the stairs. And there's a giant key there, so we are going to use the silver key here, and it unlocks. Okay, so we're going to go back, and we are going to use the small flask. That's going to put us back to our normal size. Move the temple, which, since we unlocked it, now there is a key there. We are going to go ahead and take this key, sun key. And you are transported. Oh, look, there's the professor's daughter. So let's go ahead and use the, for sure it's a trap, right? Ah, it is Tentacula, king of the underworld. All right, so we got to use that Aqua Jewel and use the ring of pizza. All right, now we can fight. Nice. Yeah. All right, we got him. All right, so now we have to go ahead and put the sensor down that we got. And remember how I said we have to look in that box and there's a leather bag? It's incense. You need to put that crap in the sensor. All right, and now we have to use. You can't put, you have to use. So you have to go over to the next one, hit use lighter. And the incense wakes up the professor's daughter. Quick, use the sun key. Oops, shit. I don't want to use a lighter, then. Use the sun key and time. So, yeah, that was Tombs and Treasure. Little overestimate. It's okay. It's what happens. I said menuing sometimes, and then also going through and just talking about stuff. Kind of, it's a very fast menuing game when you try to get there. But it's a really fun game. The ending of this doesn't make any sense. So yeah, it's a Tentacula and a Shriner buried deep. Sun key trapped Tentacula forever. And open the door to the time of the Mayans. We collapsed and stepped out into this other world, but the people helped us. Z's father was there. He had become a high priest. Talk about every colonizer's dream, right? He had become a high priest and was very glad we'd succeeded in destroying Tentacula. Now they treated us like kings. Exact. See? What kind of ending is that? Open the time door. We are now living during the Mayan civilization. It's just like so out of place for like the whole rest of the game. Thing where they just chop your head off and you get to the top and play ball with it. Yeah, they go to the ball court. Exactly. Turn the yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean Mayans. Okay, so I kind of want to show something. I don't know if we have time. Maybe it'll be like a couple, maybe like 2 minutes or so before. It's once these little credits end. There's actually something really weird that I don't know why, but it's really hilarious. So, yeah, it makes no sense, but it's really fun to show off. So, I'll leave you all in suspense just to see what it is. It's gonna be very anticlimactic, I assure you, but you'll probably get a chuckle out of it. Or maybe not. But yeah, this was made by the same team that made Yeez and for early Falcon titles, and yeah, they started this series out and with the PC-88 with the first Azteca, which is just a complete like a CGA, like almost like MS Paint style drawings, that they had, and it was just you had to write it, text-based everything in. Is that an ending screen or is she asleep? It's supposed to be the ending scene, but we're almost there. Min. Welcome. Gotta say, I wish they would kind of bring this back, though. I mean, maybe not with the that whole weird Mayan civilization time warp thing, but yeah, it's a pretty cool premise, I think. All right, see you in another game. All right, now watch him. Watch him. He just winked at you, right? He did. He totally did. Well, now I can control the winking. And you can also control her mouth. I don't know why they put this in here. So we can just make them a little bit under the influence, maybe. They had too much ayahuasca or something. So yeah, that's Tombs and Treasure. It's yeah, wink wink, nudge nudge, say no more. Wink's as good as a nudge to a blind bat. But all right, everybody. I'm sure you're all waiting for the next run. It's Mecha Link, right? Yeah, Mecha Link's going up next. So. What are you doing, Mecha Link? Aren't you doing like Golgo? Aren't you doing Golgo? Golgo 13? I think that's what you're doing. If I remember correctly, I think that's what you're doing. That's going to be a blast. If you all haven't seen Golgo 13, definitely stick around for it. It's freaking amazing. I also want to thank everybody at RGLTV for putting it on. AK, thank you so much for doing the tech check earlier as well. Yeah, and thank you also for stepping in at the last minute. That was a really awesome Contra run and CB1 run. So, no, thank you all. Thank you all for being here and letting me show this off. We will be back Saturday. I'll be back doing DS9 for the SNES. So Star Trek DS9 I'll be running on Saturday. But definitely stick around for more Golgo 13 that's coming up next with Mecha Link. So it's a wild run. It's a wild run. You'll enjoy it. But have a great night, everybody.